Okay, for one thing, first you need to go to this link, snack.expo.io. To not import all the code basic of React Native about structure, I have a React Native basic structure on my GitHub. The link is the next. After that, you have to copy this link and on import git repository you need to paste this link and click over import repository. Okay.
How can I see it without installing the app in my cell phone? Can I make run or see it in the browser?
Okay. We have a lot of options. First, you can test your app in on your browser. Change this option in preview in the bottom part of your navigator. This is the option. You can test web, you can test with Android, or you can test with iOS. This is a good option, but I think yesterday I was testing this, but sometimes this crashed because this is in real time, and a lot of developers are developing in real time, and this could be crashed in real time. And for me, the best options will be you have to install in your cell phone the Expo app named Expo is better for me.
I think it's cool to use the web preview for rapid development, and if you want to test something on your cell phone, you can use it or not. I don't know. Maybe we can use right now web preview, or I don't know.
Yes, but I will show you what is the problem. Okay, this is my cell phone. For me, the best option is Expo app. This is an Expo app. Expo app is this, and you can download from Play Store or for iOS. No, if you have this app in your cell phone, you have to do this. Okay. First, you have to click on Run, and device ID. Device ID is when you have Expo app in your cell phone. You have an ID. This is the ID. This is the ID, and that you have to put in this input. Then account. This is a description and query. You have to scan this query with your app Expo app. You have to go to this scan QR code, and you have to scan this code. If you have to scan code, and you can see the Expo app on your cell phone. That's all for Expo app. Okay, this is simple. Okay, first, if you are coming from Angular, like me. For me, it's better use TypeScript. In React Native, you can use JSX or TypeScript, and TypeScript is a mix with JSX and TypeScript. But in this example, we will use React Native with TypeScript, and the extension is .tsx. If you are development with JavaScript, you can do it too. Okay. First, in React Native, you have components, special components only for React Native, like this text and view. These are the components from React Native. Only you can use these components on React Native. Okay, the more easy. Maybe if you want a button, first you have to import a button. This snack that Expo.io have a autocomplete, no? You want to have a button. Only you have to import and text button. In React Native, you can close. It isn't necessary close with other tag. React Native, you can close only the first tag, like this. Okay, this error is because a button needs a title. If you put a title, is like this. Title, maybe hats, and you have a button like this. Okay, everybody has it.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And the other one?
Okay, it's easy. Okay, other property. When you do a click on button, is the event on press. This editor has a autocomplete. Press, and here into this code has to go as a function. That's why is the error, and you have to put an other function, and you can print something, console log, hi, maybe.
Yeah.
And if you can test this, and the text will show in the logs, on the logs. And if I do click on add, I can see hi in the logs view in this part. Okay, and in this example, we will do a to-do list from products. This is a basic example. First, I will do a data called dummy data for products. The best way, more clean, more more clean, more structure of our project is with files, and you have to create a new file.
Mhm.
You go to this part, and you have to create new file called dummy component, dummy data. Okay. Dummy data, into dummy data we have to create maybe products that TSX, and we have to I will create a dummy data for products. Okay, everybody is here in this part?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will create a constant products that it will have dummy data. Only two attributes. First ID and second name. Maybe pencil. And the other, only three dummy data. And if you can see this, you can order your code with prettier. Okay, pencil, table, cell phone, or mouse. Okay, only three. This is a constant of products of dummy data, and you have to export this, export default products, your constant products. Only that. Okay, we have our data, and now we will load on our app. Okay, first you can go to app.tsx. Then you have to import products. Dummy data, and like this. Okay, we will load products on our app. Something else. When you are developing on React, Vue is a component of React Native, and Vue is like a div in HTML. If you delete Vue, this will crash, because React Native needs always Vue to run the app. Okay, now we will show you the products data. We will use other component from React Native called flat list. You have to import flat list, and you have to write this flat list, and you can close this tag first stack. Okay, Flatleads receives a lot of data, but the main data is first data that is the data that Flatleads will load, and the other is the other attribute is k structure, that is what attribute will be the ID for the list, for the flat list. And item render item that is the is the component, is the view that will be on each item of flat list. Okay, first we have products dummy data, and I need use this dummy data. Other thing is React Native. React Native has things called React hooks. React hooks are characteristics of React Native in the last version that are React hooks are manage the state of your app without create class or other things. For example, the more useful React hooks is use state. First, you have to import use state from React, like this. Use state. This is only a hook, but what is this hook? Like if you create a bar and you don't need the method to set or to change that bar. For example, this is the syntax. Const assign use state, and for example, this is a assign. This will be assign, one assign. Okay, the methods. First, this has two inputs. First is the name of your bar, and second is the method to change this bar. Okay, first products, and second set products. Only this is a hook of React Native. This is my bar products, and this is the method to set products, to change products, and this is the initial bar. This is like something like this. Maybe you have to products, right? If you want to update your products, you need a method, maybe set products, and you set products, maybe, and you set your products, something like this. But React Native use React Jack hooks for this for replace this all this code in only one line of code. Something some question until here?
Right now, not. I don't understand it that well with the use state, but we will see later.
Okay, use state is like this example. Imagine that you have products. Products is equals to array, and if you want to update your array of products, you need a method maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But with React Native, you have to use only one line of code.
Okay, you can put anything there. If you have get products, you can use it too.
Yes, I will show you. Okay. Okay, this is my bar. This is my method for to set the bar. Okay, use a state init with products with our data, dummy data. Okay, products has products dummy data, and this is my method. Okay, I will load the products. So this is my products bar. My products bar goes here in data, flat list data. KExtractor is what's the main ID for the list. So you need a ASON function here. Okay. So item dot ID. Okay, that's all for this KExtractor. Only is to know what is the main ID to each item on flat list. If you have different ID in each row, you can change, for example, easing, for example, other maybe easing is other example, no? But in our case is ID. Okay, it's render item. Render item return item data and our ASON function. Okay, in this part we will render whatever component, whatever code. I will render a basic code. Here's a view. I told you that React Native always needs a view for components. Okay, so view. Then I will use text. Text. Now, if you want to show whatever data into of your row, the data is into in item data. Item data that you can show name or ID. In this case, name for this example. Yes. Okay. we have a list, the list of dummy data. Okay, everybody is here.
One moment. Still a syntax error.
These products, no?
Ah, yes, sure. Okay. Good.
Okay, you have the list.
Yes, I have it also
Okay.
on my tablet. That's really cool. You can view it on your tablet directly. It's really fast.
It's more fast that Navigator.
Yes. Cool.
That browser.
So I need a new tablet.
Okay. Okay. Now we will create a component, React Native. Okay. To have a good structure is better create a file into a file. Okay, I will create a file, name components. Then into components file, I will create item component, but with in React is the syntax is item.tsx. Okay. For whatever components React you need a basic structure. First, import React from React, then import React Native components from React Native. Then your component cons, your component is item that have a props. This is a run function. Okay, and your component.
There's a place from Ricardo. You
What?
You wrote.
Then
you wrote. Or
thanks. And your component should be return something. And you will need styles, const styles, and this is a styles sheet from React Native. Is equal create style sheet that create, and all this code is for styles to your component, and the last export your component, export default out your component item. This is the basic structure for whatever component in React Native. First, React components from React Native, structure of your code and styles, and export your component. Okay.
One moment. Okay, thank you.
Okay, with our component has will have a basic structure. First, you always need view to whatever component in React. View and text. We will use text. Okay, text and view. View is the main for whatever code in React Native. View, and between the stacks, we will have our code. Okay. Now inputs and outputs in React Native. How can you create inputs and outputs in React Native. First, input. The idea is send the list of our dummy data in this component. First, I will create text. Text. Okay, if you send to this component some data, you have to use props. In this param, this param will have your data that you are sending. Okay, you are sending name or ID to this component. To render is simple. Only you have to write props, and your input is name, maybe name. This is an input in React Native. Okay, maybe we will send ID and name. So ID and name. We have ID and name. Okay, view and view. Prof, this error is because our extension is TypeScript X. If you don't want to have this error, you have to rewrite these props, and you have to put any in more restrictions for our code. Now we will use our component in items. Okay, in flat list. Okay, first we will import our component name item from components item. Okay, that's all. We have our component, and this component replace our code in this part. So our component is item. Now, item has two inputs. Our inputs are ID and name. To send these inputs, only you have to write ID and name. That's all. First, I will send name, I will send ID, and I can delete this. That's all. Now I will show. I am reloading my cell phone.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can just put the complete object, like putting in the whole object item data, or item data
Yes,
item.
you can send all object, and this is the test, and we have the items, but we have the item with a component item, and this part needs styles, no? In our item component, we can have styles. So the best option is first you can put styles between in the tag component of React Native here, maybe, or you can use a const of your general styles for your component. It's the best option. Use styles with a variable. It's more clean. But if you have to, you want to write your styles, you can do this. But this is only an example. The best way is use styles. Okay. Fields contain maybe container that display is flex. This is the syntax on React Native on styles. Flex and flex direction is row. Okay. And to use this is styles. That's a container because we have styles constant here. It's more clean. Use this like this example. Okay, and your view have to be like this in a row.
Cool.
Okay, I will add some styles for our component. Okay, better styles. Maybe you can copy this. Flex display is the same, flex direction is the same, only this part changes. Width 100%, border width 1, vertical margin vertical 10, border radius 5, padding 10, background color yellow, align item center, justify content center, and text is a style for our text. Okay, you.
These are not really complete CSS styles because margin vertical does not exist on CSS.
Margin vertical is just don't exist in CSS, but React Native just exists.
If it is its own styles, you cannot work with standard CSS. It's kind of own style set.
Yes, you can't use the same standard, but this React Native has used the same styles with different nouns or different nouns.
And if you work with React normal for web pages, you will use normal CSS styles.
Yes, in React without React Native, yes, you can use something less styles for text. Until here, the exposition is good or not? Do you understand the code or the example?
Yeah, it is
perfect.
Piece of cake, Ricardo.
Okay.
Well, the use state is a little bit weird, but maybe we have to read more about this.
Okay, now I will show you something interesting from React. Okay, first we will create a file called constant for our colors. Okay, a file called constant. In this file, we will create new file called colors.tsx, and this is the code. Export default and our colors. maybe primary, it could be red, and accent could be green. Okay, that's all. These are our constant. You have maybe you can have more constant here, or in this file. Okay, these are our colors, and React Native. There is something interesting. You can change according to the according to the system, if you are in iOS or Android. Okay, in item components, we will import our constant colors from constant colors. We have colors constant, and now we will create a button. Our button to delete and our button to edit. Buttons. First button and second button. First button will be delete, and the other delete, and the other edit. Okay. And okay, two buttons, delete and edit. Now, something interesting of React Native is that you can change according to the system. For example, you need to import platform, and to this button delete. This button has an input color called color, and you send the color. Maybe first to our constant colors, that primary. Okay, our primary color, that is red color. But if you want to change according to the system, you can put this code. First platform, that's OS equals to Android. It will be only for Android. Primary color, and if is iOS system, will be accent. Like this. Now, if you can test this, I will show you on iOS emulator. This is the problem. It's more slowly when you are testing on web, on your browser. Take time, more time.
The best would be to, I don't know if there are possibilities to export IO to BrowserStack, because BrowserStack has app testing compatibilities.
Maybe, but the emulator will be on your cell phone.
Yes, but maybe on BrowserStack you can install the emulator. I'll check this. This would be cool because on BrowserStack you can choose between about 50 different devices.
Maybe could be a good idea. Okay. Now this part is iOS with iOS, and this part is with Android. And our primary color is red, but in Android, in iOS, will be green. But because we did this in this restriction in our code according to the platform system. Okay, everybody still is here?
Yep.
Yes.
This is something interesting of React Native. You can change according to the system, because in May, for example, in Android you have this background, but in iOS you don't have. So in some cases you need to use this code, because in Android and iOS are different, have different things. Okay, I will close this. Okay, now we will create outputs in React Native. Outputs are very easy also. So if you can create an output from your component, only you have to add that output with props. For example, when you press this button on press, you will send event props called props that may be on delete. You have your output. Okay, for edit the same. For edit, I will create my output called on edit. That's all. It's easy. It creates inputs and outputs in React Native. And in React, it is the same. In React without React Native. Okay. These are our outputs on delete and on edit. Okay. Now we have to go up to main file, app.tsx, and our outputs are from the item are on delete and on edit. Okay, first on delete. Only you write on delete your output, and on edit. On edit. Second output. Okay, this method receive an arrow function. That's why it is an error. Okay. Okay. First delete. We will delete an item. Okay. For this, I will write a constant with a method called const delete handler. Delete handler receive an ID is an arrow function. That's all. Is our delete handler method, and edit after. Okay, first delete Our method is delete handler. Delete handler. Receive an ID. In this case, we have to, for this code, we have two ways. One way more long and the other way more short. Okay. First, this event return an item data, and you can send item data.item.id.
You don't need item data, I think.
Yeah, item
Before.
data is
Already defined.
this on method delete.
You can remove this because it's already defined, yes.
Yes, it is necessary because this flat list return item data automatic. That's why you don't need item data here in this part. Okay, so you can check this. You can print ID. Okay. If I save on delete, if I click on delete, you have the ID of your item. Okay, this is the long way to this. If you can short, you want to short this code. This is there is another way. That is first you can delete this, and you have to put this here, and after delete handler you have to write bind. Delete handler bind this and item data item and ID. This is a more short code. This is the one characteristic of the last version of React, that you can choose of this or of the last code. It's the same, but this is more short. Bind this and you without a run function. Okay. Now I will delete. We will delete one item. So fields it's easy. Fields. I can get the products. The house, my products. Is this. After, in our aux bar we will delete the ID. Filter. Product ID is different than ID. Okay. And if you remember, this is the method for to update or to change our bar products. So you only write set products and you send your bar. Also, you can send direct products filter and filter this like this. You are filtering your products without the ID sent. Okay, you check this, you can delete your items. Okay, until here, everybody still is here.
One moment.
One moment. So,
Do you understand how works use state? It's more easy.
Yes.
Only you use this method set products on. If you want to get a bar, you use products to add a product. Okay, we will need import a model from React Native. Model, yes. Then model is a component, and for this we will need a bar that to know to change when a model is open or closed. That bar will be with use state. So I create bar. Maybe it will be a boolean false because the model is closed. Maybe my bar could be model visible, and the set this bar is the same name but with set in at the beginning. Model visible and set model visible, and the init bar is false. The init value is false. Okay, the model is a component, so you have to write your into view model, and you can close model. Okay, so model has inputs. Some inputs could be animation type, could be a slide. There are more animation for this, but we will use a slide, and the other attribute is transparency. This is if your model will be transparent or has a background. This case has a background, so it's false. And visible. This is your model is you can see your model or no. In this case, this depends of our bar called model visible. So model visible go here, and in between these tags we have our code. Okay. First you between this maybe a text text introduce or name and the text box. The text box in React Native is text input. Calls text input. Text input is a text box in React Native. Text input and text input go here. Okay, text input has attributes of like value. Maybe I don't know. Maybe name. Maybe for this time.
Name here.
Okay. View and model. Okay. It's missing the clause. This is important. always happened. Okay, but my app is strange. Something is wrong. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay, our model is closed, but if you are open, you can change this to true, and this is your model name is, and the input text is empty, no? But I will put styles after. Okay, our model is false at the beginning. Now, to open the model, when you press on your button add, you have to open your model. Okay, in this part, when you are pressing our add button, you have to open your model, and this is very easy. Only you have to set model visible. Set model visible to true. With this you can open your model like this. Okay. To close the model, we can add two buttons, to add, to create, or to cancel the model. And it's the same, two buttons. Okay, the first button empty, only with the asm function. The second button first could be save, and the second cancel only set the variable, set model visible to false, only that. With this you can open your model and you can close your model. You can open, and if you want to close your model, you can cancel. Open, cancel. Okay, everybody is here?
One moment, please.
Yes.
You can add in container,
Padding
container a margin. Yes, padding top.
Yes.
Padding top. 50.
Padding top. And this
50.
works.
So,
But padding
see
top
all-
is just for the container, so you have to make it for the model 2 a padding top, I think. Style.
Yes, and model as well. Let's continue. Okay, to add a product. To do more clean this app, I will create a model. with two product. So I will create a folder named models.
Mm.
Models. This code is more clean. I am trying to do the more clean code in this example. Okay, our model will be product .tsx and class product will have first ID number, second name string, and our constructor. ID, number, and name string. ID equals to ID, and this name equals to name. That's all. And the last, export. Export your model. Export default your product.
You can simply
Okay, this is our model, and I will create a new product. Okay, to create product, when you do press on save, you have to add a new product on your product assign. Okay. First, you need to get your products, to do bar products, and then you have to put before to save the name. We need a bar. I will create a bar to name to save the name, and called name and set name and begin with empty string. Okay, name, set name, empty string. And on your model, you have to init to your text input with your bar. Your bar is name. Okay. And when you are saving your item, you have to create an ID with a random number. Okay, aux push and here I will import my model. It's more clear. Product. Product from models, and like this with our model products. So new product. I will send fields, maybe ID and the name. The name is in the bar called name. So I will only the bar name. For the ID, I will generate a random ID for this. Random ID without decimals, like this. Okay, you have with this you have you add a new product, and the last you need to update your products with the method called set products. This part. Okay, set products and send to this our var aux, and that's all. You have to the last part. After to add a new product, you need to close your model. So you have to copy this part and of cancel this code, and after add, you set your model visible to false. And with this, you have to you have to add new products. Okay. Something else. When you are texting into your text box, you have to update your var name with the method on on change text. Only you have to set name, and this method on change text return a value called text. So into arrow function, this text return var text, and you have to set name your var name with the new text. And with this, you have to create new products. Maybe save, and like this, we have a new product here. Now you want to other product, maybe save.
In my screen, the text box, text input. Okay, no, it's okay. No.
Okay, everybody is here. Carlos?
Wait one moment.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Until here.
Okay,
Congratulations, Ricardo.
cool. Congratulations. Very nice one.
If you want to get all the project, you can copy this link on the description. Thanks.